I've been on this wave for like a while. AI is coming, it's not going anywhere, and unless you find a way to adapt to the changing market, you're gonna be left behind. And that might have some serious repercussions for you. What's going on YouTube? Is your host Rich GNT, and we're here to talk about jobs that are being created through the implementation of AI. So essentially, AI is going to obviously take over certain jobs and certain job sectors, but there are people that are finding ways to adapt to it to kind of secure themselves a spot. All right, so let's jump right in.
The AI revolution has forever reshaped how we manufacture products, how we receive medical care, and even how we create art.
3 seasons and a podcast.
The transformation prompting many to wonder, what will it mean for the job market?
Everyone's jobs will change because of AI.
Here in Grand Prairie, Texas, it means opportunity for young workers as skilled electricians. Consulting firm McKinsey estimates an additional 130,000 electricians will be needed by 2030 to build out data centers and manufacturing facilities to power all that new technology.
People are always going to need electricians.
Michael Sampa is one of more than 600 students enrolled at the North Texas Electrical Training Center, a learn while you earn program that combines in-classroom instruction.
This is the total volume we have, 1.8.
With paid.
I like seeing shit like this, like stuff where it's like people getting like hands-on experience. It's so good. I try to talk to some of my young cousins about it, not as much as I should be, but I try to really get in their face and really like talk to them about, hey, look, not saying you gotta go into like the labor force, but do something where it's like you could be able to fall back on just in case. Cause that's what I got told growing up. Have a skill that I could fall back on just in case. Yeah, it's funny. I was having a conversation with one of my older cousins about how people are panicking about AI. AI is not going to take over for some years now. But what people need to do is, instead of trying to block it and stop it, try to move adjacently with it. Move parallel with it, if you will, right? Try to find ways to implement your skills or gain new skills so you could take advantage of AI coming in and, you know, taking over in some respect, all right? Because people have to find a way to adapt. If you don't adapt, you're going to get left behind. Anything involving evolution, when there's no adaptation, it gets left behind, it goes extinct.
On the job training. What attracted you to training to be an electrician?
I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do after high school, but somebody had told me to look into trades. I could make money while I'm learning, and then I can also be guaranteed a job once I finish.
What has it been like being in the classroom and then also out in the field?
I love it. We go through the books, and then we do hands-on work.
Michael even giving me a quick wiring lesson. I got it. There we go. Workers aged 22 to 27 are facing a 7.4% unemployment rate. But tech companies are investing heavily in AI. Google providing more than $10 million in funding to electrician training centers like this.
That's going to increase the electrical workforce pipeline by 70% within the next 5 years.
It's almost as if the AI revolution has a little sign hanging there saying, help wanted, electricians.
That's right. But the transformation really hinges on massive investment and more skilled professionals.
Yeah. Electrician Scott Hewick is a general foreman and a graduate of this program.
As an electrician, it's really one of the best jobs we can get. These places use an enormous amount of power, which means a ton of work for electricians. We are installing infrastructure oftentimes that's enough to run small cities.
The abundance of work only made more attractive to apprentices like Jose Munoz by the salary prospects. Licensed electricians in Texas commanding up to $85,000 annually and over 6 figures with overtime and benefits.
If anything, if that's going to attract you to a job, then shit, you got to do what you got to do. These are jobs that, and as far as I can tell, and for the foreseeable future, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They will shift and they will change, and you have to find a way to get used to that and or adapt to it. I'm happy seeing that because I like the idea of people out there just getting to the money, getting experience and just really doing their thing. I will say as a caveat, hopefully this isn't something where it's like the overinflation of, you know, people going out getting these jobs, and then when it comes down to it, the jobs are not there. Because that's what happened with a whole lot of cybersecurity, right? They overestimated like the market for that, and during a set period of time, so like 2020, 2021, 2022, a lot of people were working out here getting money. Then all of a sudden, the things corrected themselves because of what happened with COVID, and a lot of people were out of the job when it came to that sector. So hopefully that's not the situation we're looking at right now. I think we made a mistake by pushing everyone to try to go for college. There's a lot of people out there that have no business being in college. Go out there, work with your hands, learn the trade or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would do a whole lot better for a whole lot more people if we just kind of push not just college, but working with your hands, working with the trades and everything like that. Because, I mean, evidently we need it now, and the salary isn't too bad.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
You're going to make good money in this job?
I believe I'm going to make great money in this job. And if there's overtime, I'll take I'm ready to work.
And it's no surprise that training center in Texas has seen a surge in its student body, enrollment up 88% in just the last 3 years. In fact, trade schools across the board have seen increased interest as more young people look to avoid college debt and ensure a steady career.
Christine Romans, thank you. It's good to know the robots have not completely taken over everything.
Not yet. But no, in all seriousness, look, yeah, I'm one that's always trying to push people to do what you feel is right for you and not be pushed into like a certain situation. There's a lot of people out there that I knew growing up with, and just in general that I see and talk to, that college was not for them. They should have just went out and done something a little bit differently, whether that be going and just joining the workforce and everything like that, and building, find a way to build yourself up and get further into the workforce, you know, corporate and everything like that, whether it's joining the military, which I'm never going to be against personally, because that's how I am where I am now, or just, you know, going for a trade. You know, I got some cousins out there trying to do their thing, and very proud of them. But yeah. For my young men and women out there, do what you feel is best for you. And not only that, try to take time, sit down with yourself and figure out, okay, is this going to be good for me in the long run? I knew for me, going to college straight out of high school, respectfully, I was going to fuck around. Like, I just knew that I was going to. I needed the structure of the military and everything like that to get me right on track, because I knew if I went to college, not to say I wasn't going to do my work, but I wasn't going to be as focused as I needed to be. So that's why I decided to go for the military. If that's not your path, that's fine. If college is not your path, that's also fine. Along with that, when it comes to the student debt with colleges, if you had to go to a community college, because there's a stigma with community colleges, I don't know why, it's okay. I got told something by a teacher of mine years ago. I think it was a little bit after I joined. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. I know quite a few people out there that went to community college and then they finished in bigger schools. It's not about it's not about the name, because at the end of the day, once you get a degree and once you're out there looking for a job, they're not going to say, in certain cases, sometimes they will, they're not going to say, oh, well, you know, he went to Harvard. No. None of that shit is going to matter in certain cases. I'm not saying all the time, but in certain cases it will not matter. All right? If you got to go to community college to escape that student debt, fine. Do that. If you want to join the workforce, cool. Whatever you decide to do, as long as it's legitimate and legal and you're not out here harming people, I'm all for it. And then go with it as much enthusiasm as you can, you know, because look, there's money to be made out there. There's opportunity to be made out there. You can do it. You just have to take time, know yourself, and kind of believe in yourself. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, you guys already know the drill. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me your thoughts. How do you feel about this? Do you think this is a shift in the right direction, that, you know, when it comes to AI, that we will find a way to incorporate AI into our daily life to where, yes, some jobs will change and people may lose certain jobs, but it's not going to be such a harsh shift to where we're going to see dozens upon dozens, thousands upon millions, and everything like that of people out of work? Do you feel like this is a situation where we're going to find a way to adapt along with it? Let me know down in the comments below. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.